Hey guys, how's it going? This is the Gaming People here. Today I'm going to bring you guys a review on a series of games which I actually enjoy a lot and I can play over and over again without getting bored. And of course it's the Assassin's Creed series. So, well, you wouldn't know that, but if you know me personally you'll realise I'm a very dedicated fan. Anyway, first we're going to start off with, you can see it, oh, I could just see it! Anyway, yeah, Assassin's Creed 1. This is obviously the original, first bought, first served. Really good game, longer than you'd expect, amazing. The graphic quality for its year is insane. But I must admit, the pure gameplay is just 10 out of 10, truthfully. And I'll tell you why. It's perfect, it's fluent, everything is just brilliant. I can't understand why, but I can play it over and over and over again without getting really bored from it. It's one of those guys. And yeah, I must admit, I think it's really good, and it starts you off with the assassins, and it really makes you want to get the other game because it's that good, and it gets you into it, and it ends at a cliffhanger like they all do, of course. But I'll keep saying that repetitive through every game in the video, so you know. But yeah, that's my smallish review of the first Assassin's Creed. Then we move to the second one. Well, the second one, obviously, the start of a new protagonist, Ezio, moving off from Altair and onto Ezio. I don't understand why they did that. I think Ezio shouldn't have been in until 3, but obviously not. They obviously decided to bring him in. No complaining. Everything that you get about this game compared to the original is insane. You practically get 4 times the amount of weapons you did compared to the first one. Like you only got it was a blade, sword, dagger, throwing knives, and your fists in the first one. And there wasn't really much choice of weaponry, the moves were a bit crap. Still a good game though. But compared to this, and the moves, like in this they even had a gun. How awesome is that? You had a gun. And then there was the use of heavy weapons, of course, that you could pick up and use. Also the flying machine, Leonardo da Vinci. See, I'm just looking at the back of the case. I haven't played AT2 in a while. The armor's good, but I think Ezio overall, it gives you a reason to actually pull your heartstrings with Ezio, doesn't it? Because you watch his family get hung. It's a bit disturbing. But the gameplay of the game, I'd give an 8 out of 10. I think it's a bit long, but a bit boring sometimes. It's not a game I can play constantly. I'd play through it at least twice, something like that. But I'd get bored after a while. I mean, the double blade as well, that also you get, which is on the front of the case, I think that looks beast. That's pretty good. That was a good invention that Ubisoft decided to bring in. Pretty basic, but good. Enhanced the gameplay a lot more. Obviously, so did the gun. But that's really all I can say about Assassin's Creed 2. Moving on to my favourite, well, not my favourite, my second favourite, Brotherhood. I could play this through so many times. In fact, I'm playing it now. That's how good it is. Hold on. Very professional. Oh, money. But if I was to give a gameplay rating, I'd definitely give it a 9. It deserves what it gets. It was a little overrated. There are a few faults and bugs in it. I must admit, a lot of that was fixed in the newer ones. The multiplayer was also introduced, which is pretty good. The graphic quality was also really good. The moves were fluent. I must admit to bitch, but the assassins were a bit overpowered when they were masters, because all they do is smoke bomb the crossbow and that'd be it. They'd be gone. And you'd be like, well, where was the fight? Did they just kill him, or did they just die, you know? But I must admit, it still brought joy into the game, and made a lot of players feel, feel good. So I think that's all I can say about Brotherhood, apart from the multiplayer. The multiplayer, I must admit, it needed a lot of tweaks, changes, fixtures. Characters were buggy, stuff like that. Maps were a bit crap, No offense, Ubisoft. Bit basic, but that's all I can say for Brotherhood. On to Revelations, Revelation, Revelation, Revelation. Sorry, I had to do that. This was brilliant, I must admit. The Invitation of the Hook Blade. So you can see that there. If you've played it and used the zipline, it's amazing, it really is. It brings a whole new perspective to the Assassin's series. It's still Ezio, of course, like in Brotherhood as well. Forgot to mention that. Okay. This you have to have a passport for. I don't know if you did for Brotherhood. I don't think you do. I don't think the Ukraine passport's a bit stupid, to be honest. But the gameplay in general for this game is absolutely insane. I'd give it a 10 out of 10. I could play it through loads of times. I played it for about 8, something like that. And I enjoyed the multiplayer on it as well. They fixed a lot of the bugs with the characters and the maps. Introduced new maps. They made the assassins a lot easier. Well, when I say easier, I mean a bit more basic. Like you could they could be killed, you know, because in Brotherhood they just tear their enemies up and then that'd be it, and they'd be gone out of the picture. But I'm glad they kept the Brotherhood feature into it, and I must admit the few side missions you get as Altair is pretty good as well. But it just seemed like menial tasks that you didn't actually have to do. I don't know if anyone else felt like that. And also in AC2 I felt like that. It was like, why do I have to just go and kill that one guy to get to the main guy when I could just go and kill the main guy that stood right next to him? Yeah, it's something stupid like that. Just stuff like that annoys me. But they also show off how powerful that the assassins could be in, I think it's the mission where they storm, not the arsenal. There's a massive area, not the arsenal one. But you get like constant calling of the assassins, so you can constantly call them, and it's like a massive fight everywhere, non-stop, and it's just insane. Oh God, I love that mission. But it's also where we see another heart pull, because Yusuf dies. He's one of the second main characters in the game. Well, near enough. He's the leader of the Constantinople group of assassins, and he's a good guy, good character. The graphics of the game, obviously, 8 out of 10. It was good, but there was a few texture bugs, to be truthful, if you looked in certain areas. Hardly many menial side quests, actually. I quite enjoyed it. It wasn't really, oh, do this because you don't know what you're doing. Stuff like that. So that's all I can say for that, apart from multiplayer again. It's good, tweaks a lot of stuff, made it better. And the newest, AC3. I was so shocked. All I did for the before I got the game was just constantly watch the gameplay of it that was released. I just honestly, I swear to God, I must have watched it about 5 times a day, something like that, like I'm doing at the minute. Just before I loaded this video, actually, I was watching AC4 gameplay because I pre-ordered it, so I can't wait to get that game. I'll be doing a video on it straight the way I get it. November 1st, guys. November 1st. You guys will be watching it live from the gaming people. Me, obviously. So, and Killer Cookie. My other friend Josh. He'll probably do a review on it, I don't know. He's another guy from the gaming people. But back to Assassin's Creed 2. I must admit, the new innovative dual wielding that they put in, Tomahawk, Hidden Blade, how awesome could you possibly want to be? Honestly, you feel so cool. The bow, that was awesome as well. I can't believe that. That was so fun to use. I really enjoyed it, actually. The big fight scene was a bit of a disappointment. In the trailer, you see him absolutely annihilate them all. Run through, bang! Slit his throat, it's amazing. And then in the actual game, you try and do it, you just get killed instantly. What the hell's all that about? In the trailer, they made it sound so cool. But I must admit, when I played it, it was slightly boring. Didn't attract my attention whatsoever. I just did it and got on with it. There was nothing to entice me to full synchronize it apart from a costume again, you know? There's no reward anymore. A costume. You know? Why? And Altair is a bit old, to be fair, to be an AC3. Probably someone else thinks that different, that's just my opinion. The multiplayer, absolutely insanely perfected. Honestly, I loved it. New characters as well, they were good. No bugs with the characters whatsoever, and the costumes. I just thought it was really good, and there's nothing I can say that's bad about this game. The only thing that I found disappointing was the big fight scene. But yeah, that's just my personal opinion. The hunting in well, you see, in well, that's my word. In well, remember that. Click that like button, and that subscribe button. See in well. But yeah, even like the back, it says rise. Out of the embers of his burning village, Master Assassin Connor will rise. His fight for freedom and justice will be forged in the flames of revolution. How awesome of a paragraph is that right there. It's awesome. Pause the video and read it yourselves if you want. It's up to you. But yeah, it's really good. And I definitely enjoyed playing that game. Actually, the whole series I enjoyed playing. But I must admit, I broke my Brotherhood a lot. That's like my fourth one. But yeah, I'm going to get back to playing this now, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Remember to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and if you're really that bad, the dislike button. I don't know if I can do this, but yeah, alright. It's YouTube. Yes. As long as you enjoy the video, guys, that's all for me. Gaming people out.